The final boss in the Deathly Dell dungeon can be absolutely terrifying if you have no idea what you're doing. If you and your team do the wrong thing, you just make it harder for yourselves. This one, you really need to work well together, which I'm going to show you very, very soon. And you can solo it if you want, which I've made a video on before, but today I'm going to cover it again, just for all you new people who haven't seen it before. But the strategy is super duper easy. I'm going to show you from what cards to take, where to stand, and what exactly to do when you're inside this dungeon. But let's get into it. So as always, we'll go through the deck first off, and this is it right here. And we're going to start off Prior and Canto over the left. That makes 100% sense. So you can double down on a Ventus or a Stupefy or Inflatus, or even Aguamente or Venom, just to get that damage off or more control, depending whatever you need. Stupefy, if you get this enhanced, then you will knock both of your opponents all the way back, which is super helpful. This is what you want to do. You want to control them to be as far away as possible. Ventus is a staple. Hit the Ventus, then you can do other spells whilst they're getting pushed back. And if you time this also with a Venom, so they get stuck in the Venom, they will get pushed back further because they're walking slower, so the wind hits them harder and they get affected even more. Inflatus is another control. Just to hit them, they'll bob up and down in the same spot. If you do it with a Venom as well, they'll get hit by the Venom and the Inflatus. As you can see what I'm talking about here, it's really just linking cards together and using them in tandem. And then we get on to the DPS. I've enhanced Aguamente and Fiendfire throughout this battle, so that's why I've pulled them into my deck right now. If the other one that you could have is Crucio, just as good as these two. Just depends what line you go down or what your luck is with the bonuses you get throughout the level. I'd rather, if you have the choice, choose Aguamente or Crucio over Fiendfire, just because the summons are a little bit more likely to die. But if you are good enough to summon the summons in a spot where they won't die and you can get multiple Fiendfires behind you, then Fiendfire is the way to go. So it's all up to how you really want to play your deck. Coming on to the companions, and this is probably the most important card in the whole deck, that is Ivy. In a previous video I said slot 1. I'm going to correct myself right now. It is not slot 1. It is the slot that you're up to within your Deathly Dell run. So if you've used one card, you need to put Ivy in your second slot because that's the slot you're up to. If you've used 2, you need to put it in the third slot. If you've used 3, then you put it in the first slot and continue down the line like that. I've put in Hermione after her, so if you do use your Crucio or Aguamente, you can drop Hermione, then drop one of those and get double the attack. It speaks for itself. And Lottie, just to sit at the back if you're struggling with time, get that MP faster so then you can bust through to your spells even quicker. So let's get into the battle. So I'm just going to show this really quickly. Make sure you talk to your team and you tell them exactly what you're going to do. As you can see, I'm telling them top right of the level. You all need to go to the same spot. It can be top right, it can be top left. It does not matter. I like to go right, and you'll see exactly why very soon. But if one of your teammates goes the wrong way, the whole strategy goes down the drain, and you're pretty much not going to be able to beat this level unless you have super high DPS within the 2 other people, and you can just get around not having the strategy as much. But I strongly suggest that you all go to the same spot, and you will see exactly here. We play this perfectly and hardly even get hit. So when you start the battle, you get confused straight off the bat, which is highly annoying. And also look down the bottom, I have 10 MP already because I started off my last battle perfectly. As you can see, Jason did a bit of fussing around before we went up there, which I don't like. But once they get close to you, I just dropped Ivy right there. Ivy gets dropped next to this big white knight. Ivy will get rid of this white knight instantly. So make sure within your team, one person has Ivy ready. If you all have it and you all put it down, sweet, that's awesome. But it only needs to be one person Ivying, and the best way to do it is if you're running up towards the top of the level, Ivy's ready, drop it next to the white knight. Goodbye, see you later. So once that one is gone, you need to come up, as I said, in this top right hand corner, and you'll watch our strategy. These two get close together. I Inflatus them, and then I Ventus them, get them going away, leave me, go away, hit the Venom. As you can see, now they're going further away. My partner can now Aguamente, and they're only coming straight towards us. It's super easy to hit Stupefy, exactly right that. They're far away again. They keep walking to us. They're going to walk through the Venom again. Any attacks are just easy to hit. You don't have to do any aiming or anything. Stupefy, boom, hit them both back to the end. Inflatus, sorry, bang, again. As you can see, look, it's just Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Keep them as far away as possible. Yeah, they do come to us a little bit, but then we get Ventus. They're going through the venom again. They're getting damaged consistently. Fiendfire sitting here, not getting hurt, doing his damage. I can't stress this enough. If you come to this top right hand corner and you both sit here, they will both walk towards you next to each other, and you can just continually control them and defeat them really, really easily. So it's as easy as that, guys. Seriously, it is as easy as that. The only thing that you may have troubles with is the DPS if you haven't upgraded the correct cards, like your Aguamente, Fiendfire, or Crucio. As you can see, Fiendfire did die, so then we had to get him revived because of these Ice Knights that killed him. That's exactly why I like Crucio and Aguamente better. If you do take a little bit longer, he will summon 2 more White Knights. So these White Knights do not need to be defeated. As you can see, their health does not come up the top. You only need to defeat that little Black Knight. The best way to do it is try and beat the level before 1:20 remaining. But other than that, you should be able to complete it anyway. You should have the other one. See how the other one's already at 6,300 health left. Aguamente splash damages and hits the others. Stupefy hits them all. Ventus will be hitting them all. And eventually, as you can see, they change directions. And then the one we really want to hit is at the front. Venom hits everything. As you can see, nearly every attack that I'm putting down hits more than one at a time, which means that I have more chances to actually kill it. So if you take even longer and the countdown starts and you get to 0 time remaining, most people get to this point and they're going to insta-die. So take note of where the Dark Wizard is. As you can see, he's right here. Go and stand next to him. And as you can see, he's going to summon his line of knights right here. Most people instant die at this point because there is nowhere on the map that they go where you're out of their range. But as you can see, there is one little spot on the map where you can go to get away. This little sliver of a spot here, you can stand here and not get hit. And it continually spawns exactly the same. I've run out of moves, so I'm lucky that I get and sit in this spot, and I'm going to go there now. And this is another reason why Dobby's good, because you can get there really fast. But look, they missed me. And now it gives me a chance to try and do that last little bit of damage on the last night. Obviously, I die here because I was just trying to showcase this and ended up with like 0 health. But as you can see, you can continually stand here and always miss those knights that go across. This may save your life. This may get you that extra little bit of damage. I was so close to actually beating that, to be honest. Obviously, it was just by myself doing whatever, but that is pretty much all of the little tips I can give you to get in there and do this. But just make sure you talk to your friends. Make sure they know what to do. Get up to that little hidey hole in the top corner. Keep them as far away as possible and just deal that damage. Slow them down. And if you do take a little bit longer, get to that little point where you are safe. But that is it for today, guys. Hopefully this helps you beat the boss. Let me know down below if it did, and hit that subscribe button while you're there. Thank you.